We live in a world where we're constantly flooded with distractions, and our brains are processing more information than ever before. Is all the stimulation too much? How do we access our true state of perfect well-being? What if I told you that there is an easy way to access a truly creative state of mind that can heal the mind, body, and soul? Recently, I had an opportunity to test something I always wanted to try. I have heard of people floating on the Dead Sea, but I never knew I could experience this without traveling to the Dead Sea. When my doctor and dear friend, Dr. Rangasai, who runs a holistic healing solutions clinic, suggested that I try floating to help me bring my body and my energy centers in alignment, I was skeptical, especially when I heard him say that floating can give me an altered perception of life and help me be more creative while healing my physical aches due to the different brain waves firing while keeping my chakras in alignment. That got me more curious. So doctor, do we have different brain waves firing at that time?
You can modulate your brain waves, because brain waves, when we speak of, is essentially nothing but your own energy pattern of the neural activity. So when you are feeling the illusion of being calm and you're being in space, so automatically your mind goes to a much more calmer experience, because it is occupied with this experiential state which we call floating. So it has a different perception for different people.
But what do people think of this age-old process? Would they try it?
Think you would ever try something like that?
Yeah, I can't imagine that I would.
I don't know what it is.
Sensory deprivation.
Well, I remember they made a movie about it.
You're going to be delusional and you're going to be hallucinating, and that's what's going to happen.
And the guy turned into like some kind of mutant.
It would be torture,
People that are kept like in dark rooms might lose their vision.
But based on Dr. Rangasai's suggestion, I decided to try it and find the truth for myself. I decided to try out the flotation room at the pyramids in Bangalore. I had Satish to guide me with the instructions while I got myself ready to take the journey to the core of my mind and relax effortlessly.
Some instructions need to be followed. So before the session you have to take the shower, and after finishing
I just took the shower and came.
Okay, fantastic. Then after session you have to take the shower. So with minimal clothes you have to float there. So towel, everything, that's done.
Okay.
So water shouldn't go inside your mouth, everything that will be being salt water. It may not be, you may not feel comfortable.
Right.
So because that you need to wear that head gear.
Goggles, okay.
Yeah. First wear goggles, sir. Okay, comfortable.
Yes.
Now wear that head also, head mask.
Okay. So can you also tell me, while I wear this head mask, how is this beneficial usually for people?
So means one will who has insomnia, people who are not getting sleep,
Okay.
or maybe who are under deep stress.
Okay.
So whenever they will try for relaxation, it doesn't happen.
Okay.
Relaxation means you have to let the go everything off.
Okay.
So here what will happen means, as you will be floating on surface of water,
Okay.
so there won't be gravity pull.
Got it.
So their mind,
It's like being in space almost.
yeah, like that.
Okay.
So without your effort, you will be taken to like
Okay.
deep relaxation state.
Oh, so your body will get into the original.
Original, yeah, relaxed, well relaxed state.
This new fad is now being practiced across the world. Just a few minutes into the experience, I was in a beautiful state accompanied by vivid imagery and a profound feeling of peace. The truth is, everyone will have a different experience, and that's what makes each and every experience unique. So, how and why does it work? Why am I feeling this way?
We think what happens is that you no longer have to monitor the stimulation in the external world, because there isn't any. You have no problems to solve logically. You have no verbal information to process. Nobody's talking to you and you're not talking to anybody. And so we think that what happens is that the right hemisphere becomes less dominated by the left hemisphere than is the case in the normal environment. Normal environment, the left hemisphere rules. In the tank, that changes. Now the left hemisphere may still be dominant, but it's not as dominant. What happens is that imagery becomes more vivid, that non-verbal memories become more vivid, the parts of the brain that govern the non-logical, non-rational, non-systematic information processing come into their own more. And that's why you get the effects you get.
The session I took was for an hour. Time flew as I truly transcended my physical body. It really did.
Absolutely fantastic experience. You know, it literally feels like I went to the Dead Sea and came back, but only in my imagination. But the relaxation that it provides at a deep level, that's something that is phenomenal. Because especially I have a little bit of a problem with my neck and my shoulder because of a lot of So I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more at equilibrium and balance. I definitely recommend this to anybody who has any bodily ailments, and for business people, creative professionals, any type of people. In fact, this episode itself was conceptualized on this while I was in my kind of meditation while lying down here. They play some beautiful music, and you feel very nice. It's a 1 hour session that I went through. I wish anybody who wants to do this, I'll put the link in the description below, and make sure you give it a try. Make sure you give your body a full relaxation. Your body and yourself definitely requires this, and it will help you in the long run. I'm hoping that this episode was useful. If it was useful, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment any question that you have. I'll definitely be glad to answer them. And if you feel this will be useful for somebody, especially somebody with pains, niggles, body related, the deep, pains for moving, this will be very useful. Please do share it with them, and I hope that this will be something that will bring a lot of good health to our people. And for more stuff that matters, definitely come back to ADTV. Thank you.